Hey, so I'm live. I just have to find the page where I'm on. It gets buried. Today is July 13th, 2021. And 27 years ago, this day, I had the privilege of not only witnessing, but also participating in seeing one of my lifetime childhood dreams come true. And that was the birth of my horse, Southern Lights, or Louis, as his barn name was. And so I never grew up with horses, but I was born with the disease, absolutely horse crazy from very, very young age. And all I wanted was horses, talked, thought, dreamed, begged, always, always about horses. And it just wasn't to be. It just wasn't anything that was valued in my family, in either of my parents. There was pretty well zero support. I think maybe once or twice they, drove me with my hard-earned babysitting money to go rent a horse at a farm in Surrey. And it was just one of those things. It was just the way I was the middle of 5 children, and money was an object. Let's just say that. So were some attitudes, but that's okay. But I pursued it. I pursued horses my whole life. And when I was a teenager, young adult, I went to horsemanship college and just horses, horses, horses. Now, I was blessed with marrying a husband who completely supported and still does my dreams and ambitions and goals. And so horses were always going to be part of our life. And for Lou to be born and for me to not only witness it, but participate on it was actually beyond my childhood dream. I hadn't even thought about seeing a horse be born, let alone helping one. And then having him become such an integrated, woven in part of my soul. Wow, that was just an absolute blessing. And so today's his birthday. He would have been like 27, I guess, since it was 27 years ago. So in all likelihood, he would probably not still be alive. I mean, maybe, but probably not. And so he died in 2012 under very awful, awful, awful circumstances. And I wasn't there. And that just still stings with me that I was at his birth, but I wasn't at his death. That was a real hard blow for me to have to travel through. Definitely some trauma there and prolonged grief. But when it goes right down to the very depths of your soul, it's just going to be with you for the rest of your life. You just learn how to travel with it as part of your soul. Anyways, but in ULA, I'm a ULA certified life coach. And as I go through the ULA framework, every category, and they are fitness, finance, family, field, which is your career or what you do, faith, friends, and fun. In each of those, we are challenged to dream. Have a dream that's going to be like a lighthouse for your life. And then you make goals to get to those great dreams. And then you take daily action steps to get to the goals that get to the dreams. And so he was my childhood dream. And probably I would have think that that's absolutely every area of my life. He was like the one dream was to have a horse that bonded to me. And so what happened last year, I was very sad last year. I mean, who wasn't? It was 2020, middle of pandemic, everything was canceled. There was just like stupid, crazy, awful. And I was just very sad on his birthday last year. And I live on 2 acres on the ocean on North Vancouver Island. And I was walking to the barn to feed or do chores or something. And I was walking along the beach because I could take that route down the beach, and then up through a friend's property, up to the road where my horses live. And I was walking and I had been listening to news, and I just really felt the spirit say to me, like, if you have the news in your earphones, you can't hear me. And so I was just like, I need some stillness. And I took the news out, and I'm not kidding, like not even like 5 seconds later, I hear, and I look in the ocean, and seriously, not even 50 feet away from me, the tide was quite low. This humpback just was just surfacing. He didn't do anything spectacular, but he was just surfacing. And it was so close. And it was just such a moment, with creator, with Lou's creator, my creator, the humpback's creator. We were all sharing that moment. And I just was mesmerized and stood there, and I was just thankful, and I just wasn't sad anymore. And it was just such a beautiful, beautiful experience. Well, today it's Lou's birthday. And I'm busy. I was busy because we have guests coming tonight in our Airbnb, and we have guests coming tomorrow for our other Airbnb. And so just kind of busy, and I was running around a little bit, and I went outside and I thought, oh, I just really want to get this one garden box ready. And all of a sudden I hear, "Poosh." I know, 2 years in a row. So I wasn't down on the beach. I was up at the house, but I could hear and then see this humpback go right by the house, just right at that moment. And it was just so beautiful. It was such a beautiful reminder. Well, just of course, Lou and that, just sharing that moment again on his birthday, but also just last year of where I was last year, and the growth and the healing and just everything that I've just experienced in the last 12 months. Because it's from that day, July 13th, 2020, to today, July 13th, 2021. And there's such a huge difference in everything: body, mind, soul, and spirit. Body, I'm a little heavier, but I don't care. Soul, you know what? Oh, I will never be whole in my soul, because there's trauma, there was abuse, there was great loss. However, I am not living in it. It's not like an ulcer in my soul bubbling up all the time now. It's just there. I just know it's there. I know what I can do to live with it. Even learned, like, in just the last week, there's been another whole breakthrough in revelation. So, and then spirit, just vibrant and optimistic. And I believe again that I can dream again. And I'm not betraying anybody or my past in any shape or way or form to have dreams and to go after them again. And so it's just been kind of a day, and I just wanted to share it with you all. And I hope this July 13th finds you well and finds you with hope in your body, soul, and spirit and mind. I should say mind too, because my mind is very much settled as well. And I just wanted to share. So dream bigger. And if you feel like some dreams have died, like Lou literally died, understand that you can dream again, and you're not going to betray the dreams that you feel have died. There is such a thing as a phoenix moment. Things do rise out of the ashes. Life is just a huge cycle of birth and death and burial, which is that dark, dark waiting time. And then there is resurrection. And so I just encourage you today to not lose faith, not lose hope, and to find the joy that is at the very, very base of your soul, and just breathe and understand that is enough. And our breath is a gift, and it is enough. Anyways, God bless you all. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to my just philosophizing. Cheers.